Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. How we doing? You woke up early for this? Committed. Committed to the cause.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. Thank you for the resub, Muzza. Thank you for the 54 months. Oh, my camera's falling down. Hang on, I'm gonna have to be right back because there is something in my eye and it is messing with my contact lens. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm here. I'm good. I'm good. My eye is. I had like an eyelash. Bam! I had an eyelash like underneath my contact lens, so it was very painful. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go. Let's go. Meister with the 34
CeeJaey
months. That's 2 away from 3 years. Thank you very much for the resubs, guys. You ended your dry streak? Nice. Oh, yes, I saw in Discord this morning, right? What did you get? What was it in general? Scattergun. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Very respectable. Ooh. It's a little warm in here. Come on, Q. Little party meme loadouts. Meme loadouts. Yeah, crack on. We got full pie. Yeah. You have returned. Welcome back. What are we starting on? Metro. I haven't even got the right thing open. Metro. Yeah, I'll go NG. Music's a tad loud. Turn it down a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Stay for 5 days, come back, forget to use a keyboard. So what happens when you're away from your PC? It just kind of... I don't know, it feels weird sometimes. Oh, MvM is gone. He crashed? Alright. Where did you go sailing? I mean, I'm aware you went sailing because Jubas was telling me, getting all these pics, and I was like, oh, okay. I see how it is. It's all good. I see where Muzz's priorities are at. Which one is it? Let's go. Oh, when you play portable only, for the first one. Oh, okay. I mean, I probably wouldn't play the portable version of the game for a while. I don't think I could play the same game back to back, like on like a a different version. You did a course in Southampton. You got your cruise certificate. Oh, like a sailing one. That's pretty cool. So, like, what does that certificate give you now? Like, are you allowed to sail by yourself now, or? Sorry, I'm in a little multitask thing right now. Not a skipper's qualification, allows you to work as a crew hand on boats. Ah, okay. That's cool. First step towards, high level, I guess. It's pretty cool. Do you have plans regarding that? Do you want to get to a certain level or what? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? I was behind the tanker and it still suddenly like curves around and goes something. Unbelievable. Absolute calamity. You know how to do ropes, trim. Alright. Oh, right, yeah, I mean, I'm guessing the higher licenses require a lot of stuff. Gets more complex as you go up. Just look out the window, yeah. I mean, if it's like a, just stand on the deck, Look around. You got the ocean. Sun's in the sky. It's daytime. Just go towards the land. Allows you to charter boats internationally. That's cool. I've never really done anything to do with sailing really. Used to go on a little I don't know what kind of boats you'd call them, like little canal boats. A mate of mine at school, when we were in primary school, his dad had one of those. And sometimes he'd be like, do you want to come out on a boat at the weekend? And I get to drive it a little bit, which was just steering. You know, it's not like these have sails or any shit like that. Narrow boats and chill. Yeah, literally. We were like, God, 8, 9, 10, around that age. And, basically, we would go on the boat and we'd just like be playing Game Boy, you know, just chilling, reading gaming magazines and shit like that. And then we go to this pub, get some food. This is a banger. Money back. What's that? Back.
Whoa! Rise and grind gamers it be Monday.
Nice. I gotta get through this. 90 with the 53. Thank you very much. Getting all the big subs out today. Where are you, Wayne? Well, I don't know why I'm typing. You can hear me. Where are you? You're not at home. How you doing, 90? I got 2 way up now, team. Learning about the rules of the road, so dull and overcomplicated. When you say the rules of the road, you mean like rules of the sea, right? Yeah. I was gonna say, do you need to actually have like a pass like a land driving test to be able to sail? Like you're in the ocean, just avoid them. Right? It's pretty big. Just kind of move out of the way. You're at the Jeff's house. You're in her house sitting while parents are in Florida. Oh, very nice. You moved in the past 2 weeks. How bad is it compared to, are you just like alone there right now? She's at work? You brought your entire setup? That's pretty cool. Gotta keep yourself entertained. Guys, there's heavies up top. She works 12-hour shifts. That's fucking nuts. I never understood, like, shifts that are that long. And you always see it on people like doctors and nurses, right? Do you really want people who are, like, looking after your well-being to be, you know, absolutely exhausted? Another banger. Alright, we're starting off strong with the songs today, guys. Let's keep it up. Four days on, 4 days off. Still, like, by the 3rd day, she must be fucking knackered, right? You have to, when you, you have to pass port to port and you have to move the engine on the right way. Oh god. Oh my god, that sounds more complicated than I thought. I thought you just drive boat. Like, if you see another boat. I guess there is like, oh, okay, my shit's gonna get blown up. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that you like always turn like left or right. Hi, Fortinex. Yeah, Gamba time. It's Monday. Got to start the week off strong. Help me! I'm fine. What's a paramedic should only go 3 to 4 jobs in 12 hours? Really? Do you actually live in the arse end of nowhere? Like... That's kind of wild. 2 day shifts, 1 late and 1 night, and then get 4 off. Hey, if it works. Yeah, but base, so she could drive. Have to drive from one side of less the other, and so put them back to base. Right. So it's kind of like, I guess like you go to a place, it takes time. You deal with stuff on site, that takes time. You drive them to hospital, that takes time. When you're at the hospital, there's like the unloading and the handover, and then you have to like reset up your ambulance for the next job, and yeah. I guess that makes sense. Hi Neno, we are winning. I mean, we've only just started, but we're winning. We're winning. Oh shit, I'm not top. We are not winning. We are throwing. We are throwing, chat. I was not paying attention. Oh my word. I never thought I'd see the day where I'm the one to mess it up. All those years of me screaming top left. Unbelievable. Okay, well, we good now. New day, new opportunities, right? So see, I'm waiting with patience when they take them to... Oh, yeah. Okay. Still, I guess even with just doing a few jobs, it's... they're quite intense, right? So. I watch Casualty. I watch all the hospital dramas. And I've been to hospital enough times. My various dumbass injuries. Ow. This song reminds me that I've done a bunch of stuff in Persona ready for this week, and I'm ready for the next like story section, I think. But I also unlocked some stuff that is kind of story, and I've got 3 new party members. I'm like, ugh. I kept being like, oh, maybe I should stop here, but then like a little thing, like it was just like a little scene would happen, and another little scene. I'm like, you know what? Now people who take the piss out of the ambulance service is mental. Oh yeah, like, it's ridiculous. You get like prank callers, you get people who are like calling for absolutely no reason. It's kind of dumb. And that's all like money and time, and that's why other people like... I mean, there could be somebody who needs desperate help, but they're short-staffed because other people are taking the piss. Oh, don't go that way. During the night, so the instructor wasn't looking behind him, and I looked back and see myself like a container ship. Really? Holy shit, I must have been worrying. Especially at night. I think the Ambo is a free taxi to hospital and shit. Yeah. I mean, if you can make it to the hospital yourself, then that's what you should be doing. It's not a free taxi. Yeah, it's for people who need help, right? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Aham. Good evening. It's not evening, Aham. What do you mean? Where are you in the world to think it's evening? Where do you think you are? You're on 4 hours sleep, you're home? Oh no. Do you have to work today? Because 4 hours sleep and working is, oof. Landing past the boat, which is so stupid. I remember doing that when I did my driving test. I remember my instructor, like, popping the hood and just being like, so this is this and this is this. I'm like, I'm gonna remember this stuff. Like, you have day off? Then why are you awake? You don't want to sleep in? There's some of the cold and it's pretty exciting. Yeah, it's kind of cringe. Like, the thing is, I feel like there's a level of you'd hope that people have certain common sense, but in current day, I don't think you can assume people have common sense, unfortunately, and people just, yeah. Where's the buster? That's it. Couldn't hear the beeping. You want to fuck up your sleep schedule? It's fair enough, but I mean, what time is it? Like 11:30? You could have slept till midday and been fine, surely. Come on. Frequent flies who call nearly every... Yeah. I've seen a lot of, like, shows which follow ambulance crews and stuff like that, and they're like, oh yeah, this person is, like, a frequent flyer. It's someone who's always calling for, like, the tiniest problem. Ugh. Ag, hello? Team? Need to take a nap? But then that's messing up your sleep schedule. I'm gonna do a couple of tours today, and I'm gonna go out for my walk. My foot is improving, so Yeah, maybe I'll do 10k today. We'll see. See how I feel after stream. But we did have to. Actually, I'll have to check the weather because we had crazy storms last night. It was going wild. God. Yeah, that's the thing then. A lot of people just want the free ride to the hospital. And it's like you're taking away, like there could be people who are quite literally dying and you're taking that opportunity away from them, you know? All the technical terms you wouldn't actually use. Yeah, I guess it's all like just you need to know it on paper kind of thing. Pick it up. Oh my god, I'm getting hit by everything today. Absolutely everything. Oh my god. Burn, burn, burn. Good morning, Garrus. How you doing? And Scoutman. How you both doing? So I did the raid on CeeJaey, yeah. It was just hot last night. Cannot fall the storms. Yeah. Yesterday was like quite warm around here. Which I went out and it was quite nice. I caught the sun a little bit. Yeah. And then last night, must have been around midnight, it just crazy weather. I'm watching a subathon which is named Scuffathon. Okay. That's really shitty. People just gaming the system because they know how the system works. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thank you, Garrus. Doing good. Had a very chill weekend. Not much happened. Certificate allows you to be more apparent and skippers. Okay, that's cool. You wanna go sailing? Is there like a thing where people need like multiple sailors and you sign up or something? That's been used. So what? Did he just need a ride to work or something? Whoa! That's really fucked up. Link with the resub. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. There are people who are just like, oh no, I don't want to waste anyone's time. Like, I'll be fine. It's a problem mostly with males as well, where people don't address issues when they've actually got a problem.
58 months of time wasted.
They're just like, ah, it'll be fine, it'll go away on its own. Quick with the 58 months. 58 months of time wasted. Yeah. You fool. Oh no, I've got... No metal. It's 10 short. Thank you very much for the 58. That's 2 months away from 5 years. Almost half a decade of time wasted. And money wasted. Not a huge fan of watching on Twitch, but yeah, thank you, Link. I appreciate that. I'm gonna do another video. Yeah, I really should get on and actually do some stuff. I have a couple of things that I would like to do, but it's time is a little bit all over the place at the moment, and getting time where the place is quiet to actually record something is a little awkward. But yeah, I wanted to. So there was like some trading stuff that happened. I thought I'd do a little like trading recap video, maybe people be interested in that kind of thing. But also I kind of want to do my top 10 vids, top 10 games from last year video. I have no idea who this song is or who it's by. I've never heard it before, but I'm going to guess that this is Aham's request. Yeah, I will Fallout Collection 2.0. Maybe when Fallout 5 comes out. Yeah, I might do one on the, just talking about the team captain, maybe. How the sales, the price has gone down. I'm a bit shocked by the reaction of the Arcana Viewpoint video. Yeah. I don't want to go into too much details, but there's been a lot of stuff being said about the person involved in that, so... yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of people who were talking. I do videos on stuff that I find interesting. Right? I'm not a drama guy, you know what I mean? But it seems there was a little bit of history and stuff going on to do with that trade that I was unaware of. Some people were saying that it was, you know, a lot of the stuff that went on was a little bit unscrupulous. And then the person who was a part of the trade accused me of deleting YouTube comments and trying to cause drama. I'm like, I felt like that moment in Infinity War, you know, in Avengers. Oh no, in Endgame, when Thanos is like, I don't even know who you are. I was like, I honestly do. I've never heard of you before. Like, I just did this because I thought it was. I did a video because I thought, cool, a hat got traded. It's expensive. That's cool. So yeah, so the guy like banned me from his trading server site. I don't know. It's like, okay, good for you. And then I got contacted recently. Apparently, they've been doing some not so nice things. I was just like, I don't want to be involved. I'm just chilling. I just want to have some fun. Make some videos on things I think are cool, and you know, that's about it. Sorry, I missed a trade. Good for historical purposes? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't think many other people do that kind of thing, so... Hi, Sunny. It is Mayhem Chris. I can just tell. It just had that vibe, you know? How was your weekend, Sunny? I was watching some of your Rimwell streams. Was it yesterday or Saturday? I can't remember. Days are all merging into one for me. Fallout 3 Remastered? Oh shit, yeah. Your team lost? Ah, that's a shame. Which trade? The Arcana Viewfinder. Which was a while back now. Drama. Yeah, I was just doing a video and then turns out, yeah, there was more of a backstory to it than I was aware. Can I come play GTA with you? You didn't ask me to play GTA with you. What the fuck are you doing about? Feel accomplished. You finished that playthrough and picked up new PC. Oh, nice. New PC. We love that. Exciting times. Yeah, exactly. I was unaware. But yeah, it turns out this person's not a very nice person, it seems. But Unreal Engine 5 Fallout 3 Master with worse graphics, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I want to play Oblivion Remastered, and I would love to play a Fallout Remastered, but not if they're releasing at the prices they're playing at the moment. The new Doom game has forced ray tracing. Yeah, Kareek sent me a message about it, so I don't think even if I wanted to buy it, I don't think I'd be able to play it. I think, well, I mean, my graphics card, excuse me, my graphics card is better than the minimum. The minimum is a 2060 Super, and I have a 2080 Ti, so I'm just above the minimum, I guess. But it's kind of like, yeah. I just think it's prices are ridiculous. It sounds like a nice PC. That should last you a long time. What's the first game you're going to play on it? Rimworld? It's like that meme where people are like, "Oh yeah, I've got this best PC, super specs. Like, what game are you gonna play? Minecraft." It's way more optimized than UE5. I'm not technical enough to know the difference. I just know I have PC and yeah. Level 940 out of 1,000. Nearly there. TFT prices have gone insane. I mean, it's because there is, not to get too political, but TFT is kind of like the real world in that there are people who are on, let's say, the property ladder, the wealth ladder, and have wealth, and the rich get richer. Only the people who actually have money invested in TF2, either because they had items before, they've spent money on the game, are able to do these big trades. 10 years ago, a little bit longer, you could like trade your way up to getting some items, you could buy and sell stuff, but because of bots, because of, you know, trading sites and stuff like that, you can't really do those things anymore. So starting off in TF2 now, it's harder to work your way up organically compared to how it was before. So there is a bit of a there is a bit of a split between, you know, the quote-unquote rich and everybody else. That, unless you're part of that top percent, yeah. Hi, Reflex. How are you doing? How was your weekend? How's everyone's weekend? No one's told me. How was everyone's weekend? But yeah, things are overpriced either because only the rich people in the game can afford them, or because a lot of the stuff don't drop anymore, so they become very, very difficult to acquire. The people who own those items generally don't want to get rid of them because they want them, you know. If there was only 2 Scorching Tyrants left in the game, I have one of them, and I'm never going to sell it because it was always the hat I always wanted. So in essence, there's only one available. You know what I mean? And that's what happens with a lot of these very rare items, is that a lot of them... I mean, there's one guy that made a whole bunch of items untradeable because he never wanted to sell them. So there may be X amount of items in the game, but a lot of them are in backpacks of, you know, collectors who are never going to sell them. So yeah, it's harder. Doing it 10 minutes. You have the zombie status ATM for playing too much FF5? Oh my gosh, you've been playing it all weekend? How far did you get? Do some cleaning. Productive. We like that. I was kind of productive. I booked some flights over the weekend. I need to do some more, but yeah, a little bit productive. Played a bunch of Persona, ready for Wednesday's stream. I count that as productive. How do you make your current items untradeable? You can attach non-tradable things to them. For example, like professional kill streaks, you can get untradeable ones and then attach them to them. It makes the item you attach them to untradeable. Everything has a price though? No, but I'm just using an example, right? Like, a lot of these collectors have so much stuff that they're never going to sell the stuff because they just don't want it, you know. But yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. Had a rather chill weekend. There's money down here which I need to grab. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these people are people who've spent like crazy amounts of money in the game, so they have like this excess cash. They don't really need to worry about it, you know what I mean? Oh, 10 minutes is your 10-minute break. Gotcha. Where's the 5? That's here. Good stuff, team. Good stuff. You unlock so much nostalgia? Nice. What are you, You sent back to spawn by the 2A. Hate it when that happens. What are you doing at the moment, nostalgia? What's your, like, current goal? Family stuff. Yeah, that's who I was talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of those items are untradeable. Therefore, like, there may be X amount of a hat that exists, but there isn't actually a, you know. You're near the end. You were cleaning up a lot of side content. Okay. Alright. So I'll have to... You know what? I think I'll do what you're doing one day and just go through all the originals. Refresh my memory of them. Everything alright? Yeah. Everything's good. Everything's good. We're doing the chi challenges. Oh, yeah. Where the 5? Where the money, man? Oh. You give me a picture? That's literally what I'm talking about, bro! My brother in Christ! That's who I'm talking about. Follow the conversation. Oh my god, I can't hear that guy. You max friendship with all the married people except Sebastian. So you can't decide who you want to marry. We need to do like a Stardew dating show. Eligible bachelor number 1. Oh, we got pyro. I didn't get quick canteens. If I went through challenges for personal endurance, yeah. I mean, I played through 1, 2, maybe 3 on Game Boy Advance back in the day. But then again, I was a lot younger and I probably had a lot more patience back then as well. Mr. Sotat. God. Then link in chat. I can't multitask when I'm playing Scout. I have to get the money. It gives me anxiety every time I ult tab as Scout. I'll do it in between waves. Marry all of them. Can you do that in Stardew? Can you like marry someone and then like marry someone else afterwards? Like change your mind? Oh yeah, I mean, 4, like, the thing is, 1, 2, and I believe 3 were on NES. And then, 4 was on the Super Nintendo. So I think they did a lot of changes that helped the game out. And I do believe, if memory serves correctly, it was, I think 4 and 6 have been looked back on as, like, I've never played 6, but I've heard good things about it. But 4 I know is very, very popular. You want to play MvM so bad? Well, you know where I am. Every Monday. Well, every Monday for the next month and a half. Oh my god. I was trying to give you content for the conversation. You were talking as if you were explaining it to me. I literally say, there is a guy who has done X and Y, and you're like, hey, did you know that there's a guy who's done X, Y? And I'm like, is there an echo in here? Like, I genuinely don't know whether you just have me on mute and you're, I need to, I think you need to be more clear. I think this is a miscommunication. Why can't you? Oh my god. Actual base response. If you're homeless, why don't you just buy a house? When does your when do you no longer have like school on a Monday? When are you free again? Yeah. I've lost Discord. So basically it's all of these hats here. A lot of bananas, some antlers, pullovers. A lot of these are very expensive items. They're all untradeable. So if you want to buy a purple energy banana, you can no longer trade for this one, right? So, yeah, it's kind of like, is what I was saying. Like, there are instances where, yes, there is an X amount of those items in existence. However, some of them are untradeable, or some of them are just straight up like in backpacks that people are never going to want to sell. Emote mid cap spam messages -4. That's curly base? No worries, no worries. I call it how I see it, you know? When I'm in June, am I leaving? I'll be unable, I won't be streaming from like 27th, I think? 26th? Something around then. The 20-something. Yeah, man, I mean, no. I'd never say ditch school for... Spy? No. I'd never say ditch school for gaming. You keep up with the studies. It's more important. MvM will always be here. I'll be back in August as well for like a week, so we can get MvM done then. Some of those are one-on-one. Yeah, some of those are one-on-ones, so it's like, oh my god, I do not have slower milk. There's a teleport behind. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Where'd he go? So we're going a bit Pete Tong here, guys. Yeah, I always wanted a coffin kit on Pyro. I thought it would be pretty cool. But I don't think I'll ever get one now. Just unless I win the lottery or something. 15 for that scout who's maybe spawned up there. On the topic of Stardew, I know there's like a simultaneous conversation going on right now. Have you guys seen stuff about the Haunted Chocolatier? Concerned Ape did like a talk recently. So, he talked about like Stardew stuff, and he also talked about Haunted Chocolatier, which is looking really cool. Final exam. Oh yeah, okay, so we'll have a couple of weeks. Do some IRL streams? Definitely. Like I'll try and do that at some point. Maybe do some IRL streams. 24-hour MvM? No, because that'll be 2 weeks while Jubats is actually here, and I don't want to be like doing a 24-hour stream while she's here. You know what I mean? That Super Scout's going to go through the teleporter now. No. Where is it then? Okay. But maybe I can do one at some point. Maybe I can do one at the start of June, actually. Because I'll have an empty house. So I could do a 24-hour MvM stream. When's my last stream? I honestly don't know. Same biz usual after summer. After summer, yeah. I mean, like, there'll be a week in August where I'm back, where I can do a week of streams, and then, yeah, like Wayne said about the IRL streams. I used to do IRL streams, and then the last IRL stream was when I went to the zoo, if you remember. That was like a couple of summers ago. So yeah, I could do some IRL streams, but mostly I'm just going to be enjoying myself. So yeah, but when I come back from the summer, unless I get a job, I'm going to still be doing the same thing. So yeah, we'll be back on it. Partial CeeJaey retirement? No, I mean, I'm still streaming. It's just yeah, I just want to enjoy summer and gonna go on some adventures, and that's gonna take priority. Yeah, I mean, even when I had a job for like those few months before, right? I was still streaming, you know, in between. So, yeah. Any new news? No, I just saw some gameplay, but I don't know if there was any new news. He was just saying he kind of wants to make it a little bit more like magical and weird than CeeJaey was, which is kind of cool. Bring back 24-hour streams. I mean, 24-hour streams are more difficult when I have to be aware of like the people I'm living with. So when I lived with Cloudy, he didn't give a shit. Dude slept like a log. But yeah. But I'll do one in June for sure. I don't know if I could do 24 hours of MvM. That might be tough. If we could get a crew together, we could do like a chunk of doing MvM, but then I'd have to mix it up with different games. Like doing MvM of the same thing. Doing 24-hour streams of the same thing is really difficult. I see that reflex. Good luck with the Stadion. Casual TFT. Like, so when I used to do, for those of you who remember, like I did, was it 14? I think it was 14 or 15 24-hour streams, like per month. Like in a month, I did one, and then I did it for like 15 months in a row. The thing that got me through it was I would do like 8 to 10 hours of a game that, you know, was new, like a Yakuza game, whatever, like a story game. And I played that for a bunch. And then I'd stop and have a break, have some food, we'd watch like a couple of funny videos. Then I'd play like a TF2 double mix for a couple of hours with people. Then I'd play like a couple hours of DVD with people. Then I'd play like a couple of hours of Apex with people, you know, that kind of thing. And then I'd go back to the story game, and, you know, you got to keep it fresh. You got to keep it moving. Otherwise, your brain just kind of like turns off. 24 hours. I did 24 hours of MvM in the past. I was a struggle. So I could see myself doing like a big block of MvM if we get a bunch of us together, and then maybe squeeze in some DVD and I don't know, maybe some Faz, like just different games. Playing with other people is very helpful. We'll see. We'll see. Can you rap? No. PS3 randomizer 24 hours? I mean, that is an idea for a different stream. Srood came up with the idea that if they added a seamless co-op to Dark Souls 2, we should do a 1, 2, 3 seamless co-op playthrough of the games. Whoa, nice shot. To start with 1, play through, finish it, and then go 2, 3. I think that would be fun. Overwatch with a reflex? You never invite me to Overwatch, man. A double headshot with the beggars? God damn. I remember my friend Seal used to be absolutely insane with the beggars. The guy was a menace with it. He'd go into a pub with beggars and conch, and he'd just be hitting air shots and just destroying people. It was crazy. Ow! Yakuza Like a Dragon randomizer? God no. Yeah, 24-hour Dark Souls trilogy. I think that'd be fun. I mean, if you take a look at Dark Souls 3, when we were playing, everyone knew where to go. Everyone, like, as long as we don't waste too much time going off track. 8 hours per game, I think is, I think that's doable. We just have to go at, like, a decent pace. But also, like, tiredness is a factor. Whether everyone can handle it. But also, the other thing is, I don't know if Dark Souls 2 is ever going to get a seamless co-op, so. You've been on the achievement grind? On what, in Overwatch? Interesting. I have a bunch of achievements in Overwatch, but like, I'm less than half. Oh, hello. Again, I haven't played. Any time I ever played Overwatch was IRL buddy of mine. A player. Then it's kind of flip-flopping between that and Marvel Rivals. But he has his own business now. He started up his own business last year. So he goes through phases where he's like mega busy and then he's got loads of time. Who has a pure CSD? I used to do that during 24-hour streams, but not 24 hours of CSD. Oh my god. I think that would make me insane. Got handed by 20 tendos. No, that sounds like a nightmare. I did a DS playthrough. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. Problem is, I just don't think DS2 is ever going to get seamless co-op, which would be a shame. I don't know if there's any workaround we can do. Because doing like a summoning playthrough would just take way too long. You know what I mean? Can't move with all these freaking robots around. Bodies. You'll carry. It's, yeah, but it's not necessarily about the winning or the losing. Like, your brain just turns to mush after doing the same thing over and over. With 100% your tanks? Oh, nice. Baptize achievements. Baptiste. I never really looked at the achievements for that. To be honest. I mean, I'm trying to make sure I do the Persona stuff, but I've been doing that on stream. I finished Binding of Isaac. And that was kind of like my achievement. I was all achievement out for a little bit. Just taking it chill for the time being. Have a look in Discord. I said Discord text. Oi, oi, oi. That's rough, man. Discord sounds painful. No, I get that, no. Yeah, DS is DS, yeah. Then Aham comes in and he's like, oh, DS this, DS that. And he's talking about Dead Space. My game crashed. Alright. Let's go. How many down? Hopefully that doesn't mean game crashes are back. Because Methman crashed, I crashed. Dark Souls 2 Seamless Co-op. I'm looking it up. Wait, what? What? Chat. I don't want to get you too excited. Chat. It's Yui. Yui is the person that's done every other Seamless Co-op mod for Elden Ring 1 and 3. It's gonna be the Scholar Edition. I need to send that to some people. It says it's very early in development. Okay. So they're working on it. It's not done yet, but yeah. Okay, so the triple is possible. That's pretty high. I literally just Googled Seamless Co-op, Dark Souls 2 Seamless Co-op, and it was a Reddit post saying, is this ever going to happen? And someone was like, yeah, it was announced today. And that was like 3 weeks ago or something.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You have two-way? You're on the protein? He's gonna lose it? He already lost it. I sent it to him and he said, let's fucking go! I mean, Scholar Edition is the version that more people have, so I think it makes sense. Anyway, Karik and Wayne, what's your availability for this weekend? I say this not knowing my own availability, but yeah. Hi, Alcy, how's it going? Oh my god. I'm gonna fail because I can't hit this. Guys, we're gonna fail. Nice. I hope someone's picking up the money while I'm chasing the scout. I really hope we're not gonna miss money because I had to chase the scout. Team? Oh my god. Poor entire team, it's not my fault. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, I lagged out. That's why I was missing. Need to speak to the GF about his possibility. Okay. I need to check what days I'm available, but oops. Creaking no question. It's alright, Carrie. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Dono World. Yeah, the plan for this week's streams, anyway. Similar to last week. Tomorrow I'm going to play Duck Detective. We're going to get our think on. Should be a very short stream. But then that enables me to do some other stuff during the day. Wednesday we'll do some Persona. And Friday we'll do some Persona. And then, depending on people's availability, maybe some Dark Souls at the weekend. Moving furniture, you'll find out what day. Okay. Duck Detective, yeah. I don't know if we'll finish Persona this week, but I think there's a chance. Based on the amount that we're doing and like keeping up in between streams, I think there's a chance that we could finish this week. Unlikely, but a chance. I think it's more likely that we'll finish it next week. Do another double. Yeah, and then with Dark Detective this week. Maybe next week we can look at playing something like Dredge. We should be all free, readied up for Night Rain when it comes out. 29th to 5th you'll be a homer? Oh, damn. That's like, what? A few weeks to go, right? That's the day Night Rain comes out. Or day before. Already finishing Persona? I mean, I have done 3 streams of it, and all of them have been like 9 hours long. How many hours do I have on the game? I got 29 hours on the game, so... we've been streaming it a lot. Yeah, we've been doing some big Persona streams. Oh! Okay. You're very welcome, Sunny. Good luck with the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us. Still not completed Elden Ring? How far are you? Yeah, I'm only basing my thought on Persona based on the length of the year. Because the games always take place over the course of a year, right? Probably will be next week that we finish it. You're in Lindau? That doesn't help. What was the last boss he killed? Radahn? Okay. So you're in Lindau. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I see what it's still like maybe like a third in, perhaps? Depends how much side content you plan on doing. Doing well. I'm doing a miracle next time I play it. They're not called miracles? Incantations? Yeah, I've done so many different playthroughs of the game at this point. My favorite definitely was the Dragon Head playthrough. I also have a miracle-ish the Nameless King. So it's kind of like I managed to get weapons and spells and everything that like it's pretty much accurate to his like boss. You killed a giant ghost here? Alright, yeah, so you're in the Eternal City. One of them. Just need to get Karik to actually play the game as well. Keeps dodging. I am not spy, I am killing spies. No, you're not spy. You are. Then I've got to get a Switch 2 and play Duskbloods when that comes out. Whatever the hell that's going to be all about. See if it can be played. I mean, I'm sure they'll make it playable for the console. Sorry. Sure it's playable on the console. I mean, it's only made for that console, so. Very unlikely they're going to make a game that doesn't work on the only console it's going to be on, you know? $500 stream streak? Holy shit. This guy's been watching forever. You didn't say streak? Or just steak? Holy shit, steak. I mean, I guess they are, yeah. I guess they're gonna be, yeah. They're gonna be in cahoots. I think pretty much FromSoft, they asked FromSoft to make a game, and they're making a game. I don't think they're having any, like, input on it. Chocobo song. Alright, I see what you mean. Maybe. I mean, I don't think the console's like, what, like a PS4 like level or whatever. So it's probably something they're used to working for. What? How long after Night Rain are we doing the 24-hour attacks on stream? Well, we were talking about, that's what we were talking about earlier. Talking about doing a 24-hour stream, and I was like, maybe I'll do one in June. And then we were talking about doing the back-to-back trilogy, you know. And I was like, yeah, but the only downside is that 2 doesn't have a seamless co-op mode. And then I googled Dark Souls 2 seamless co-op, thinking maybe someone said they're working on one or something, and then the first thing that came up was what I linked you. Oh yeah, this will be something that I'm gonna say probably like after summer maybe. But I could do like an MvM / DVD / you know, Faz and other games 24-hour stream in June sometime. To make up for the fact I won't be around in the summer. Yeah, maybe when I mean, hell, Night Rain as well. Add that to the mix. And then maybe after summer, can sort out looking at, because by then the mod might be finished. We'll see.
Let's go! I am ready. Backing up.
Are you gonna feel like I'm gonna play this particular? But the 2 isn't out yet. That mod isn't finished, so we physically can't yet. And they said they were working on all of the mods simultaneously, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's not until like later in the summer that it's ready. Did Behavior say anything about anniversary event? No. I mean, Sreed watched it, so you could maybe correct me because I didn't actually watch it. I just looked at like the notes. But they talked about Five Nights at Freddy. They talked about roadmap for the upcoming year. I don't know whether we've got dates on the anniversary event. Technically none of the mods are finished. Yeah, but I mean, the 2 one isn't even released yet, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, give it a few months and yeah. It wasn't the anniversary. Oh really? I'm gonna have to no life DVD before I go away so that I can not miss out on any content. Like max out the rift and all that shit. Come back in August and like no life it some more. Gonna make sure I'm miserable, yeah. It's the FOMO. I swore I could have sworn you were a spy. I didn't want, something inside me was like, this person is a spy. It's Akio. That's why. Saw the name Akio and I was like, spy. You're gonna go to the big stream in June. Okay. So FNAF is gonna release when I'm away, I guess. Have you ever seen that video from like the first chase scene in Baby Driver, but they replaced the music with this? It's really good. It just fits.
Sour
Double
PLS.
buster. Cubs with the 125. 125 years. Thank you very much, Cubs. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Yeah, it's like Baby Driver works well with Initial D or something, or Deja Vu. Yeah. $125th anniversary. That's actually insane. Still boggles my mind. What's new with me? Not a lot. Just keep it on, really. Oh, but that's might be a password. Yeah, I had a chill weekend. Just organizing some stuff, and that's about it, really. Trying to be productive as best I can. I booked some flights from Italy to the UK, but I still haven't booked flights from the UK to Italy. So I can get out of Italy, but I haven't booked getting there yet. Kind of gone the wrong way around. You've watched almost all of the first season of the anime Initial D that popularized the song? Really? Why? Never really knew you watched anime. Am I going to visit the Mussolini McDonald's? Where's that? Probably not. I'm guessing that's in Rome or something, right? You could always bike it. We want to have a tour of the place where they make Parmesan cheese. Fucking love Parmesan cheese. You get to see all the big cheese wheels. It's gonna be badass. Yeah, it's part of the anime. Oh. Oh, it is. Isn't Mussolini's granddaughter like a fascist and in power somewhere? She's like an MP or something. Don't worry guys, I can aim. A little bit. Cheese tasting tours was that? Hell yeah! We're gonna go to the cheese market in the Netherlands, where Sweet lives. And we're gonna go a tour of a Parmesan cheese factory. Probably have some wine as well. But, yeah. But yeah, I haven't booked a flight out yet, simply because the most convenient one in terms of timing would be one where I have to have a layover, and I've never done that before. I have to do like a 2-hour layover in Vienna. And I'm like, is 2 hours enough for me to like, because I'll just have a carry-on. So I'll literally like walk off plane, out security, and then like get through security again, kind of. Yeah. There's a cheese museum there too. Yeah, we know about the cheese museum. You also have a Beatles museum, which I don't know if we'll go to that. It's interesting to know that there's one there. Alright, we're on to the final mission. Empire. Now, if Aham was here, he'd be like, finishing on Empire is a guaranteed Aussie. Well, it hasn't been for the past month, so... We're going to the Vatican? No. We're just going to some places in the north. Venice and, like, Parma, Modena. You thinking of Poland? No, that's in June, right? You have to look at all the usage and skipping the line when you travel. That's what's concerning me. Like, I've never done a layover before. I know from being in the UK with trains, when you're getting like one train to the next train to the next train, if the first train is delayed, then it's like, shit, I have to wait for like half an hour till the next train. It doesn't really work with planes, does it? So, like, what happens if shit goes wrong and I'm late or the queues are long, you know? AM's been caught lying for the Empire talk, yeah. She has got a UK travel visa yet? Yeah. Yeah, she's all organized with that. 3 people downvoted my see you at. Honestly, one of the funniest reflex moments has to be when everyone was like upset about the changed dates for iSeries. And you were just like, you know what? These dates work for me, guys. See you at. Am I right? And everyone's like, downvote this kid. Fuck this guy. They worked for you also? Yeah, but did you post them on a TFTV thread? When everyone's like, oh no, this sucks, this is the worst thing ever. And being like, you know what, guys? This works out for me. Truly iconic. Truly iconic. God forbid a man bring positivity. Okay, Reflex, what you were doing was essentially going into an area afflicted with the plague, and people are dying of the plague, and you go, you know what? I'm feeling mighty fine, guys. No plague here. You know, like, being positive is one thing, but do not flex your, you know, your privilege on others. So yeah, does anyone have experience with layovers and on like flights? Do you have to like go out of security and then in again? Or can you just stay and then go to your next gate? How does it work? I've only ever been on direct flights, but all of the flights that I was looking at, they get there too late, and then I still need to take a ferry and shit like that. So I'm like, I can't. There's one that gets me there at 3 p.m., which would be perfect, but yeah, it's the layover that I'm concerned with. What you need? Just like if you have a layover in an airport, do you have to like go out of security and then in again? Like, right, so I don't have to like go in and out. I could just go to my next thing. Unless it's Brexit. I was gonna say I can't remember the last flight I was on was to Spain, September. Actually, I have been on a lot of flights recently. What am I saying? I was like, I haven't been on a flight since, and I was like, wait, no, I flew a lot last year. Where's your transfer? In Vienna. So I'd go from UK to Vienna, and then I have 2 hours to get to my next flight. You have to go through customs when you're in Calgary. Okay. I have new items. Wow, this bicycle. Unbelievable. You go for international travel. Yeah. No, I know. Like you get to the. Yeah, I always get to the airport early enough so I can get in there. It's just getting in between is my concern because I've never done that before. I've always had a direct flight wherever I've been going. I don't really want to pay like 5 times the price or get there super late just for a direct flight, you know? But it's not the same airline, that's the thing, Lee. The first flight is a different airline to the second. Which adds to the complications, I guess. Yeah, lounge access. I just want to get to my destination without any problemos. If Ryanair have their way, everyone will be standing up, right? Be like a freaking bus. I'll do some Googling. Like priority boarding, you mean? Yeah, like this is the thing, it's not something I've ever done before. So I'm not really like experienced with what happens. Like as long as the flight is on time, I land and then I'll have 2 hours to get, like that should be enough time, right? It's just if there's delays of me getting through security in and out, it's just... Like worst case scenario, I land in Vienna, it takes, like my plane's late. It takes ages for me to get out of security. I get in and there's like massive queues for me to like check in or whatever. And then I miss my flight. I'd like to think that wouldn't happen, though. The rail replacement? Dude, I had to do one of those in the past a few times, where it's like, yeah, the train's not going, so here's a bus. It takes 10 times the time. Yeah, you don't want to be too close to those demo nights. That'll mess you up. Oh my god, 2 people just got straight headshot there. Eating a burrito? Burritos. The weather, I think, is actually quite nice, so maybe I'll go for a longer walk today. Bring a wheelchair? Or just get me in through quickly? I'll do some Googling, I'll do some research. I just have to bite the bullet. We should have a more constant wide train network. That's so stupid. What have you done? He didn't reflect. You bought sour cream yesterday and you put it in the top pocket of your backpack? Oh no. 24 hours in a nice warm backpack. Yum yum yum. Yeah, that's gonna be good for nothing, man. It's lost? Yeah, I wouldn't. Don't fuck with dairy, man. Is it because HK said about his burrito that made you think of the sour cream? More sour? I mean, it depends. What's the temperature like where you are right now? You live in Norway, it could be, you know, freezing cold. If I'd done that here, the sour cream would have like climbed out of the backpack and got away. Windy ATM? 20? Yeah, it's... I wouldn't trust it, man, but... Unaware of climate change? Dude, I'm fucking aware of climate change. Don't even... You seen the weather in Spain last week? In Valencia, they had hailstones the size of your fist, and it was like completely flooded. Yeah, it was just like rivers of water. You can see the weather in Spain because it was like big news. May have been drier. Yeah. It was like the record for the like hottest start to May apparently. Not here? Oh, okay. Well, it was the weather was really bad. Like Valencia is like East Coast, so they don't really get, you know, snow, hail in the middle of May. And it was just like the roads were just rivers of water. It was like flooding and crazy. It was big news in general, okay? Just because it was like freak weather. You say that, Wayne, but the people who live next door to us actually believe that. They actually believe that. These people are like, I think she's in her, I want to say 40s. And the husband's in his 50s. And she sends my mum like text messages. Sends like a picture of like, you know, like the trails after a plane, being like, oh, we're gonna get cloudy weather and rain later. And it's like, bitch, you live in the UK. Like, any day, there's a 90% chance it's going to be overcast and rainy. What are you talking about? But yeah, she tries to tell her that, like, she believes that, you know, the planes, like, there are specific planes that fly over and seed clouds to make it rain so that we have bad weather. And it's like, why would the government do this? Why would the government spend what would probably cost billions on a project to do that? Like, what benefit do they get? And this is a smart woman. Like, she has a degree. Like, she has like a high-paying, respectable job. Your parents do too? That must suck. Trying to convince your parents of something is like, I don't know if it's the same case for everyone else, but I think parents always look at their kids as their kids. So if you're trying to like talk to them about something rational, it's very hard to get through to them. Because they're like, what do you know? I gave birth to you. I know more than you. You heard of the news too? Thank you, Reflex. That does help. She's removing herself from the gene pool. I mean, this is like... It's wild. It's wild. It's all about control to make us all infertile. Why would they want to make us infertile, though? This is the thing. Like, every time they have a reasoning, you ask them why, and it's like... It just gets more and more insane. Facebook mums that comments on those AI-generated images. That's the thing. She's not. I know the kind of person you mean, and I've worked with a lot of those kind of people, right? But she is like... I always thought that she was relatively normal and a smart person. And it's almost like she thinks she's even smarter, that she's one of the people that knows this kind of... It's just wild. Give them an answer for every one of their theories. And they're like, big fun... Yeah. That's unfortunately the problem. with a lot of people is that you actually give them valid reasoning behind, you know, why what they're saying doesn't really make sense. But they just, you know, it's the government. Okay. You want to replace me with immigrants? Ah, okay. But my family are immigrants. Even the most educated can be brainwashed? Oh, absolutely. Wake up, sheep. This is the thing, like... It's like phrases like that. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, like... Everyone else is the ones who are brainwashed. I'm the one who knows the truth. Your mom who paints supports AI art? Really? Oh gosh. Yeah, you kind of like, but you paint. You realize that like that infringes on. You know, it's just. We do live in a society. Oh no, I get that, Swood, yeah. And that's something I've always said. Like, I grew up, like, Facebook came out when I was going to university, right? Social media really wasn't that much of a thing when I was in high school. We had MySpace, we had Bebo, like, all those kind of things. So, there were some things, but that was mostly just people talking to each other. There are people who grew up with, oh... The television has 3 channels and we listen to the news every night at 9 p.m, you know? Or there is 2 newspapers. Both of them are equally brilliant. They grew up in an era where people told you something that it was the news, they were just telling you that. But now they use things like Facebook and Twitter, you know? Or they go on YouTube Shorts or TikTok, Instagram, and people are just spouting shit. Just making up stuff. And people are like, whoa, that's insane. You know? And people just, they take it at face value. Whereas a lot of people from my generation, younger generations, have always been, like, I guess, taught to, or self-taught to question everything. Just because someone says the sky is red, doesn't, well, you... Is it red? How about I look out the window and check for myself? You're wrong, you know? Whereas you get these Facebook moms, as they're called, or whatever, who just believe it at face value. It's just why stuff like Brexit happened and why, you know, people like Trump have got into power, you know? Like, there's this one guy who keeps sending me these like, crazy theories that Zendaya is controlled by a little man inside a big hat. It's... You know, it just shows how misinformation, it just happens, you know. Sorry, I missed your message now. Yeah, exactly. It's like you could. The thing is, when people, we've reached a point now where people don't believe experts anymore. There are scientists who are like, "Hey, this is a vaccine. We've spent ages developing it in our laboratories. If you put it inside you, you won't get infected by this disease." These people have spent like their entire lives studying and researching to get to the position they are. But Jiminy Billy Bob and his laptop have determined that that's not the case. So they're going to make a Facebook group saying that vaccines cause your penis to drop off. And everyone's like, damn, that's true. That's true. And so you could literally have like, hey, I work at this place. and this is what happens, and people won't, won't believe you. If Sweet is happy, yes, then you can DM me in private. I can tell you, Sky, it is. It is. Sweet has gone off the deep end. I mean, the UK is always in darkness, Wayne, so I don't know what people are, Sky's red a lot of the time. Oh, yeah, no, I know. I just picked a random colour. My point is that if someone tells you something, don't take it at face value. Like, do your own due diligence and check that stuff. See you later, Reflex. I'm sorry about your Sakura. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, that's like, you could argue like irreparable damage with the vaccines cause autism crowd. That was one person with fake documents, fake papers, right? And it's just kind of like, huh? Saturday you'll be free from 12 onwards, but not Sunday? Your mum started buying raw milk and butter because she doesn't trust pasteurization? What? Oh my god. The bacteria is good for you? Like, we're literally going backwards. Like, we've got to the point where we've got so much stuff that's advanced. We can do so much stuff. Like, pasteurization is like a massive benefit, right? And all these things, and people are like, no, we don't want to do that. The fact that there are people in America who are still like dying of measles because they refuse to take the vaccine for it. It's crazy. Like, you're dying from a preventable disease. Like, humanity is advanced to the point where we're able to, like, prevent you from getting diseases. We're able to do, like, at what point are people going to turn around and say other stuff is bad for you, you know? My mum watches YouTube shorts and that's about it. I remember when the COVID vaccine was rolling out, my mum being like, I'm a little bit worried because someone said it makes you infertile. And I was like, who said that? I was like, oh, it was Sandra. I was like, okay, well, Sandra's a dumb bitch. And Sandra gets her news from Facebook. And I was like, second of all, how do they know it makes you infertile? Who has got the vaccine and gotten pregnant in the last week? Like, what are you talking about? What is this right now? What are we discussing? Like, I just shut that shit down, man. So, classic Sandra. One of my mum's friends, who I've known since I was like a kid, like her kids and like me and my sister sort of grew up together, we're the same ages kind of thing. And she always says, like, I see her every few months or something, you know. And she's always like asks me loads of stuff. Because she's like, you're just in the know. And I'm like, just don't look at Facebook for your news. Like that's the problem. She's like, okay. You have to educate boomers, you know. But I prefer that for someone who's actually like willing to listen over someone who just says you're wrong. I mean, you're not peer reviewing it because you're not a scientist. Peer review means it's reviewed by people who are your peers, as in people who are like at your level of knowledge. So yeah, it needs to be reviewed by, you know, fellow scientists or whatever. Okay, guys. Pair review. I have pairs downstairs. Should we do a pair review? Start prediction. We're in the last one, right? Yeah. Time for Gamba. You had measles outbreaks in Bristol? Really? Fuck me. Do we have a telly? Porter? You scored 98 on the BuzzFeed quiz. Damn, okay. Yeah, I think an important thing is that, like, realizing that a lot of these people are just misinformed. And like I said, like that friend, like that family friend, she was, I can't even remember what it was. I've talked to her about like the Ukraine war. I've talked to her about like a whole bunch of stuff. And I remember her saying some things and I was like, no, that's wrong actually. Like this is this. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh wow. Like sometimes some of the people you just need to point things out and explain it to them. Of course you get some people who will just argue the toss because they believe they're right and that's that. But yeah. Peer reviews don't always agree to one another. No, but that's the point of like a peer review. To give like insight onto it. I could do an experiment and be like, huh. I don't know, mugs can fly or whatever. And then other people will look at it and be like, no, it's still peer reviewed. But then you can have studies that are debunked. But generally, when people say peer reviewed, it means that people like agree with the terms and it's a widely accepted thing. You get people pushing out papers for all sorts of bollocks and people will be like, no, that's wrong. Like, we don't agree with that. That's not similar to our findings or whatever, you know? Sunday unlikely? Okay. So no, Saturday doesn't usually work for Wayne, so I have to hear back. You've been there every week of your life? What day were you born, sweet? I bet that first week, there's a chance it didn't have a Sunday. Huh? Didn't think of that. See? Peer reviewed. Debunked. Fake news. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of instances where companies have lied over the years. I think these days it's like, what's the word? It's a lot more strictly regulated. Like, Like when Kellogg's basically made it so that people scientifically would say breakfast is the most important meal of the day when it's not, really. That was just something that was made up so that people would buy Kellogg's cereal, you know. Or that sugar was fine and it was actually fat that was bad for you, when in reality, sugar's pretty fucking bad for you, you know. You were born on a Friday? Oh, damn, okay. Alright. I've peer-reviewed you, Street. Pass. Please publish your findings. You're gonna be 32 on Sunday? Happy birthday for Sunday. You were born on a Saturday? I think I was born on a Saturday as well. You just yelled at me that I lied? Yeah, that's being peer-reviewed, man. You're a Tuesday. Sugar is like heroin in terms of damage on your body. Yeah, I mean, sugar is generally not good. I mean, you have to have, like, stuff in your life, right? You have to have carbs and sugar in your life, but... Yeah. Alright. Ooh, okay. Triple box. No. No. We got a hat. Grenade launch is pretty good. Oh, another $3. You got a chance, believers. You got a chance. Revolver. That's really good. Are you kidding me? It's been like half a year. What is this shit? We go again. You join for expert? Let's go. Oh, thank you for the 500 bits, Zarita.
Forgot yesterday.
Appreciate it. Forgot yesterday? You're too kind. Thank you. How was your weekend? I mean, surely you're making bank off of that, Wayne, with all the frickin' Demonite mains. You started Last of Us 2? Oh, nice. Dispense to Seek? Alright, alright. Jeez. How are you? Yeah, it was good. It was a chill weekend. Gotta go, others you joined. GG's, Aki. Thank you for getting up early to play. Nice having you along. Enjoy the rest of your day. Did you send me the Jamaican Princess Diana video? I don't know. Maybe? Maybe I haven't checked. I don't remember that. Then again, I've seen so many memes lately. It's, you know. Alright, we got one more spot. If anyone wants to join, last call. Doot, doot. Last call on the expert train. No. We're going. Just the 2 tours today. But I think there's another bank holiday in a couple of weeks, so maybe we can do a triple tour then. Let's do this. But we'll do some, like, tomorrow's going to be a short stream. Wednesday, Friday should be pretty long. And I'll see if I can get a video out this week. This show was goated. Sonic Underground. I'm guessing this was a Scoutman request. No, it was Cubs. We have multiple Sonic fans. Sonic Underground. You remember how weird it was when you were a kid? I don't know if I ever watched it. Is this competitive? No, this is MvM. Man versus Machine. Right. MvM randomizer, imagine. It's a Nuke Slot Wave 1. You'd play that? Yeah, it'd be good fun. It also randomizes your upgrades. So you could get like soldiers upgrades on demo. Heavy. Slop grades. Absolutely.
Y'all ready?
I had a terrible night's sleep last night, gang. Took me ages to get to sleep, but when I did, I kept waking up.
Congratulations. You've certainly manned up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Normally, like, when you have a thunderstorm, you get the weather, like, rainy. It's quite calming. No, the rain was so loud, it was like... Yeah, it's not nice when it gets that hot. I mean, the weather's going to get warmer, but I'm going to have that place to myself in like 3 weeks, I think, ish. So I'm going to be able to have my door open. I should be good. Oh, I got punched. Alright, and this is a warning to everybody. All of you people who are like, I need my stream streak. Okay. Tomorrow's stream isn't going to be a super long one. Probably going to need a couple of hours. Playing a short game. So make sure you turn up. Get your little streak going. I don't think I'll get up super early or anything. I also don't know whether I need to go to the store, but yeah, point is probably start around the same time as today. We'll see. What game? Gonna play Duck Detective. Which apparently is pretty short. Is it fake Lee in Discord? Could you link that to either... Well, could you link it to Swood as I'm gaming right now? So that Swood could sort it out. As he is the current mod present. Bambo to be sure. Hardy, hardy, har. Cock Detective. Maybe that's the game you're going to play, Kareek, okay? Maybe that's the game you want to play, right? This guy. Let's get someone impersonating. I mean, people impersonate people in chats so that they can, like, be like, hey, it's your old buddy, Jeremy. You remember me? Haha. Can I borrow a hat? This character, no, it's a different game. It's a different game, but it is a detective game. And you know how much we love detectives. There's actually a sequel coming out. Thank you, Srood. Appreciate your hard work. Did I tell you about the time you tried going on a dating app before you met Carrie? One of the results was literally not looking for a serious relationship. Oh, God. That's something. What did you do with this? The dating app experience, yeah. I remember I was on Tinder for a while. Because it was like the in thing, right? This was years and years ago, by the way. And I remember I saw someone on there and her name was Infection. And she had like black and like dark purple and green hair in like stripes. And she had tattoos everywhere, and one of them was like a biohazard, like, tattoo on her chest, like up here. And her bio was like super edgy stuff, you know. Like an actual real name. That was the name on the app, yeah. And this was like when it was like pretty new, and I'm pretty sure in the early days of Tinder it had to be linked to your Facebook profile or something, so I'm guessing that was her name on Facebook as well, but yeah. I did not swipe. Swipe, what does swipe right? Is that yes or no? It's been that long. It was like probably like 10 years ago now. Am I doing a good job and get a thumbs up? I mean, if that's what some people are into, great, I guess. Power to you, but couldn't think of anything worse. Not my cup of tea. You're on Tinder once and it connects to his Facebook account. 107. Oh my gosh. Did you get any matches? Can't remember what I do at this point. You just saw grandmas? Average online friend group 16, 17, 23, 32, 40, 107. Yeah, I've never really used like online dating things over the years. Other than Tinder, which was like the end thing. I was like, give it a try. A buddy of mine lived in London. He went on a date with a girl from Tinder. They went back to his place. And then obviously she knew where he lived because of that. And apparently she just kept turning up at his door at random times. Said like it would be 2 o'clock in the morning and she'd be like knocking on his door. And he was like, huh? What? I remember I checked a few years ago and my Tinder account had been deleted. So I was like, he's gone. I guess after like a period of inactivity it just deletes it. Who needs dating apps when you've got twitch.tv/CeeJaey? Find your perfect match. Find the C to your J. So you did some days. You know what wrong? I mean, it has been like 8 couples or something from this stream, so gotta be something going on. Some sort of shenanigans. 8? Yeah. Kind of wild. I mean, it's been over the course of what, like 11, 12 years? Still, it's pretty, like, not too bad. Good evening, Gubbins. I haven't seen you in ages, man. How's it going? How have you been? Been in 5 years and no bitches? Okay, step number 1, don't call them bitches. And there you go. You'll die soon? What the fuck? That's so mean. It's still so funny as well. Uh, I don't know why that tickled me so much. Sorry. Do I take a pay cut for hooting them up? A pay cut? I get paid nothing, no. You're living? Okay, that's the bare minimum, man. I hope you're doing well. Or at least not bad. But I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing alright. Paid him his sweets? You did give me some Polish sweets, that's true. You've returned with lunch? What have you got for lunch? What's on the menu? If you say sour cream, then I'm going to be very concerned. Please tell me you threw away the sour cream. You told a girl I was a CeeJaey enjoyer. She wanted kids right there and then. What can I say? Proven success rate. I think we're on the wrong side, aren't we? Yeah, they're going this way. Doing right, you need a few good nights of sleep. Ah, okay. Hopefully you get that. Early night tonight. Yum so sour. Ah! What triangle sandwich? Chicken and cream cheese. Oh, okay. Cafeteria ladies were extra nice today? Ooh la la. Always on the wrong side? When have I been on the wrong side of history, man? It's all going a bit Pete Tong here. I should probably weigh myself. I have no idea how much I weigh. I don't know if I've lost weight because I don't know how much I weighed before. I weigh 1 CeeJaey? That's true. Your first full game you played is Franco Spain. Look, yeah, because... Okay. It's Eurovision week? Wait, so the Eurovision final is on Saturday? Slow vision. I usually have it on in the background when it's on. National Independence Day? Norway has an Independence Day? Who are you independent from? Sweden? Oh, Sweden. Interesting. Neither of the countries I'm from have an Independence Day, but I think they're responsible for a lot of other countries having them. So, I guess that counts. Can I celebrate those? I mean, it is slop vision, but it's like... Wait, we're on the wrong side again. We're on left side, team. Left, 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 left. Left. The fuck is going on? They disqualified you last year? Oh, I remember that. Why you punch me, man? Why you punch me, man? You're like a CSGO terrorist. I can't actually see the chat because my microphone's in the way. All I heard was my wife. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to know. It's just one of those things where there's usually some good songs, usually some bad songs, and then there's like at least a few that are just very wacky. And you're like, what the hell? The Kanye stuff is pretty fucking wild. Like I saw a clip from like the music video. You chipped your tooth playing football? Oh shit. Bad chip or not noticeable chip? What did I? Why are you typing sandwich as in like it's a TF2 sandwich? Sandwich with a W. You took a shot to neck as you're turning around so you don't interact. Yeah, I have like a little chip on one of my front teeth, but it's barely noticeable. I was really drunk at a house party and someone tried to put a glass of water in my mouth and like knocked my tooth. How do you spell sandwich in Polish, Karik? Haven't seen you on Duolingo, buddy. Huh? Where's that streak at, man? That's right, I'm calling you out. The owl, no, the owl's gonna get you, dude. Duolingo owl's gonna fuck you up. Sandwicheski. You've been moving house? Is that taking up all of your time? Karik on his calendar. Moving house, work, Black Ops 6. Dude, my calendar's just packed. I have no time to spend 5 minutes learning my fiance's language. It's just not possible. I'm sorry.
Another sentry buster has entered the area.
Laser beams. Why learn Polish when you can learn German? Because I believe Carrie is Polish. And Karik is going to Poland. It's pretty simple. Oh, someone got a beak. I used to like the beak. I remember when I bought my first Unusual, which was the medic mirror. The person who sold it to me gave me a yellow painted one of these. And I was like, this goes really well with it. So you can have it for free because I think it will look really cool. And I was like, oh, thanks. That's how cool traders were back in the day. They were like, here's this hat I'm selling you, but have something extra because it looks cool. I still have that somewhere. Oh, so this is a banger. Where is it? If I don't find it soon, I'm going to give up. There it is. I still have it. And it's level 69 as well. To me, you can steal my sunshine. I still have it, yeah. Yeah, they were expensive back then too. Talking like 2011, 2010, something like that. Yeah, it was really nice of them. Put hot sauce in it. Nice. Plus the grim hat, yeah. Plague Doctor. I have to say, over the past month or so, you guys have been cracking out the song requests. Barely any misses. Yeah, I still have it. Like, I still have a lot of nostalgic items. For example, I could tell you some stories. The old Guadalajara. I really wanted it for Pyro because I used to play a lot of Pyro in the early days of TF2. And one of my friends got one and he gave it to me. It was really nice of him to do that. can't think of any others at the moment. Sorry. Oh. Because before that, same songs every week. I mean, I don't mind listening to similar songs, but it's nice to hear some classics I haven't heard for a long time, you know? Ah! What the hell? Yoga. Okay, you can't use the air shot when I get air shot. That's just mean. That's bullying. It's supposed to be on my side. Let's get this just in case, shall we? Ah, he stopped doing it. Spice. Huh? Who did this? I jinxed it. You've been fighting so many frogs lately. So what, you thought you'd curse everybody else? You ever stop to consider that somebody actually sang this? Music can be art.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, but someone provided the vocals, right? Sounds like jealousy. I'm jealous that someone made this song and obviously made a lot of money out of it.
Play ball.
This is a banger. I already know what this is. An eye-store apartment. Oh wait, you need new glasses. Oops. Eyeglasses store. Opticians? Ah. 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 I just telefragged a pirate.
Completed. Get to an upgrade station. I'm giving you a bonus.
Let's go. Sound off if you're ready. Y'all ready?
Never seen anyone get telefragged in MvM. It's pretty difficult because usually the robots don't walk over the teleporters, they just shoot them. But I guess in this tunnel it's a little claustrophobic, so... I mean, I have the same Mayhem, but then again, I've got the same pair of glasses I've had for like 20 years now, maybe more. I just get new contact lenses and use the same old glasses. Who's out here requesting Dizzy? had an ex that said she didn't like Dizzy Rascal and that I should delete all of my all of my songs of his from my computer. I was like, what? We're allowed to like different things. You don't like lenses? Yeah, I mean, for different people, right? I mean, I do ideally need a new pair of glasses, but I'm just in the mindset that the ones I've got at the moment still work for me, so...
Proceed.
I never wear them. Where are my glasses? They must be in the bathroom. You're back. Welcome back.
Everybody ready?
We're under attack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get him.
Minus 2.5 on your right eye, minus 1.5 on your left eye. My right eye is minus 2.5, and my left is minus 3.5.
Here comes the fire.
Pretty bad. Minus 7 and minus 8? Holy shit, I thought mine was bad. I didn't realize it went that high. That's unlucky, man. Is there like a reasoning why it's that bad? Disappear into the void. Good luck with your studies. Thank you, Reflex. Thank you very much. Start when you're in really. I got through like primary school. I knew I couldn't see very well in primary school. Like grades like I think it was like 4, 5, 6. If I sat at the back, I couldn't see the board. Couldn't see like the board. So I remember always copying like the work off of like whoever I was sat next to because I couldn't see. I remember I got to secondary school and very early, I think it might have been in the summer before secondary school. I was in London with my family and I was like, oh, where's the car park? Like, are we near the car park? Because we were going home. My parents were like, the sign's right there. I was like, where? And they're like, there. Can you not see it? And I was like, no. They're like, it's there. Like, you can't see it. And yeah. And I was like, no, I still can't see it. And then they were like, holy shit, your eyes are obviously really bad. So I managed to go through life, like, a few years. And I used to like move my chair really close to the TV so that I could see when I was playing video games, stuff like that, which is really bad. So yeah, that was when first time my parents noticed. And I wore glasses for like 5 years, and I got contact lenses when I was 16, 15, 16. You can't even see it when they said it's there. Yeah, you just, it's there. Doesn't matter how loud you say it, can't see it. Oh. Hello? You can leave me short so you pretend like you'd see him. Yeah. I guess in my head I didn't really understand. I wasn't like consciously like, I don't want to get glasses kind of thing. I just knew that I couldn't see, and I was sat next to my friend and I'd just be like copying from his book. Yeah, obviously when I got to high school and I had to wear glasses, like, it's bad enough having a very non-English name in an English school, but wearing glasses as well, it was like... One beer, por favor. Is this final? No, 1 second. Yeah, you'd be surprised the number of people who are like that, Wayne. Yeah, but as soon as I got, contact lenses just helped, like, being able to see better. Like, I used to hate wearing glasses. I actually wear my glasses more often. I only ever really wear my contacts now when I'm streaming or when I go outside. When I'm around the house, I just wear my glasses. They're more comfortable, honestly. You're too scared to put anything close to your eye? So when I first got lenses, the contact lenses, I was the same. It took me ages. It used to literally take me like 10 minutes to get my contact lenses in the morning before school. I'd be in the bathroom for ages, like my eye, like trying to peel my eyes open and trying to do it. Nowadays, it takes me like 20 seconds, if that. I literally go, boom, squirt some juice, boom, boom. Like it's so easy. So it ended up helping me with not, you know, I can like touch and rub my eyeball now with no problems. Minus 0.75 in each eye. Okay, not too bad though. Yeah, I need them on a day-to-day basis. So. Can't really see otherwise.
Attention, engineers. We've got a sentry buster.
You make you look sophisticated? Okay. I mean, I just didn't like him because I used to play football and I couldn't see shit. I used to swim and I couldn't see shit. And obviously in high school, kids are brutal, you know? Anyone who's slightly different gets, you know... If you got braces, people are going to say something. If your name's different, people are going to say something. Clean the pool, you'll be able to see better.
Hey, good job there, hard hat. Thanks for that, tough guy.
Any good loot? Nope. 3 people got 3 boxes on 2 cities, and I think the best was a revolver kit for Wayne. Oh, hat. Detective Noir. I used to have an unusual version of that. Can't remember what effect it was. I think it was Burning Flames. It was the one I had before I got the fedora for Spy. Oh. Ugh. One more mission. To do all of this. Burning slop. More like slop flames.
Go, go, go!
Mass flies is all about the flies. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna swap classes.
Pony up, boys!
run behind them. Please don't stand behind the heavies. Monday is winning? Don't let Monday win, dude. It's the first day of the week. You gotta win. Dino Fist is still... Because it was punching for the thing. It's aiming for other people and I'm getting caught in the crossfire of a fist. Well, just don't get hit, and then you don't need Estus. What? He shot that before I was even uninvis. He's cheating. Confirmed hacker.
You have killed us another way.
Let's go.
But there are more. Hurry, get to an upgrade station. Greed is good. Have a bonus.
Who is not ready? Ready to launch.
Defend our honor. Kill these robots.
Yeah, I mean, if you're used to doing, like, that many flasks. They're on the right. A la derecha. I am dead. Mechanic where your health gets perma reduced by a slight bit every time you die. I didn't die, yeah. What Sweet said. It wasn't until the end of the game I was like, huh. That must be a really bad, that must be really a difficult mechanic for people who suck at games. You know? It is kind of a double whammy because it's like, oh shit, you died and you failed. And then it's like, yeah, but next time you're going to have even less health.
All fight destroyed.
Nope. World tendency thing. It just changes the world to like different, like a different state depending on I think you can manipulate it. I mean, again, I haven't really played it. I haven't played it or watched a playthrough of it. I've only ever seen random stuff from streams when people are speedrunning or whatever. Make noise.
We've completed, but we're not done yet. Green, now find an upgrade station.
Y'all ready?
Good. I'm giving you a bonus. We're under attack. Protect the facility. 5, 4, 3, 2.
It does seem to be the least attractive thing of Demon Souls. Like in Bloodborne, apparently you have to like craft healing things so you don't have consistent heals. And like farming for those sounds kind of boring.
Alert! A sentry buster has entered the area.
I know in DS3 I died before I even got to EU Dex Gundyr. I can't remember how, but on my DS3 video it says deaths like 1 or 2 when I was fighting Gundyr. And I beat Gundyr first try, but I died in the area before, so I don't know what I did. I can't remember. I literally streamed it 10 years ago, so my memory's hazy.
They'll be back. I'm giving you a bonus.
You put way too much stew with the rice. It's gonna be a little soggy then. Could be worse.
We're under attack. Protect this facility.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of mushroom stew myself.
3, 2, 1.
More like mushroom, ew. I beat it first try? I mean, there's video evidence of his spindle. I beat Gundyr first try. Vor, I almost got first try, and then I choked. And then I think I beat him second or third try. I think pretty much all of the early bosses I did within 2 or 3 attempts. But the video ends when I got to Abyss Watchers. I beat Abyss Watchers and I was like, next stream I'm going to the catacombs, and then shit happened with my PC and I never played it again until years later. Because I think my PC, something happened with my hard drive, or I got a new PC, and then because there's only local saves on DS3, I lost the file and I couldn't be asked to start again. So we did the same, yeah. I was very close to doing it first try, and I was like, damn, I'm kind of cracked at this. And then... Did it explode? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember what happened. That's why I didn't finish the game. I ended up playing them on an old roommate's console. And I was like, yo, these games are sick. But then I didn't actually go back and do them, actually play them fully by myself until after I played Sekiro and beat that. Yeah, I mean, I still like, don't have very much patience. So, I always get a little greedy. I learned patience as time went on, but yeah. I streamed DS2, but I don't think I streamed DS1 because that came out 2011. I think it came out on PC like a year later. Ouch. So yeah, I don't think I can't remember if I streamed Dark Souls 1. I streamed 2 and 3 and Sekiro. And Elden Ring. And Armored Core. I don't have... The only stuff that lives is like a highlight video of 2, a highlight video of 3. Clips from Sekiro on like my stream highlights. The same with Elden Ring, but obviously I have my seamless cart playthroughs up on YouTube. This song directly contradicts the song Everybody is Free. I don't know who to believe. Remember the moment when you flew into that huge crowd of monkeys in Sunken Valley? Yeah. I think that's on a clip on the stream highlights. It would be stream highlights from, what, March 2019? And I think there's the moment where I beat Lady Butterfly after like an hour and a half of trying or something. You're trying to beat FF5 and throwing FF... Oh, okay, nice. How... Where's, like, your limit? Because you've obviously played 7. Are you gonna play 5, 6, and then, like, replay 7? Or, like, skip 7, do 8? Okay, so yeah, you've done 7, so you do 8. Nice. Yeah, I reckon that's doable. 5, 6, and 8 before Night Rain comes out. You've got 3 weeks. Out on the top of the tower. For me, the Lady Butterfly took ages. She took my most attempts. I struggled. But once I actually worked out how the game worked, what I should be doing, it helped me. I think I beat Gyobu first try after that. And then, yeah. After her, the one with the most attempts, I don't know. I remember I streamed my Shura playthrough, which was like New Game Plus 4. And I zipped through that. I was like flying through. And then I got to Ishin, and that took a few attempts. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like there was so many different phases. There was the bit where she would like, you'd obviously have to do your parries and your blocks and this and that and your dodges, and you remember all of that. But then there's the bit where she does the magic with all the butterflies, and you're like, what do I do in this situation? And then the bit where she summons all the little spirits, and I didn't know all the gimmicks of like snap seeds and all that shit at that point. Like, I didn't know any of those sort of things. So, when people are just like, what's the name? The Corrupted Monk. You can do like snap seeds. Does that do something? Does that stun her or something out of a phase? Yeah, like I didn't know any of this stuff. I was playing the game like the day of release kind of thing. So I was going in blind. No one had worked stuff out yet. Kind of like Elden Ring, you know. It was nice to go in like without knowing how stuff worked. Demon of Hatred was also pretty tough. And Sword Saint Ishin was fairly difficult. I remember the first time like working out how to beat him was pretty tough. Final wave, you know what that means. Gumble time. Correct. Get the predictions in. I like the Demon of Hatred. But it's hard, but I don't think it's impossible. You missed the Gumble? It's still up. It's still up. You got time. Refresh the page or something. Hey, Chins, just in time. Racing game. This music's making. Isn't this the bike music from Final Fantasy VII? It's giving me chase vibes, you know. Gotta go fast. Right? Wow. Okay. $10 points? Wow. It's like that SpongeBob meme. Daring today, aren't we? Yeah. You can change the music to X, go and give it to him. I think there's a clip of me just getting absolutely smashed in the face by Mr. X when I played Resident Evil 2. I was like in the prison area underneath the police station, and yeah, I was trying to escape like the horde of zombies, and he just comes around the corner and smashes me in the face. Hi, Scary, how's it going? This is a kind of bot. Yeah, it kind of works. Like an 8-bit version. Oh, it literally is an 8-bit version. Nice. There we go.
This is mine now.
Oh, I got a diamond at least. 2 diamonds. Wah, wah. Sorry, believers. Don't have any mod for the place. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's a mod which plays the music instead. There's also one that plays One Winged Angel, and you can change Mr. X to Sephiroth. There's also one where you can change it to Thomas the Tank Engine, and it plays the theme tune when he's close. Trust me. I have, what's it called? I think it's called like RE Mod Manager or whatever. So you could do all sorts of things with the newer Resident Evil games in terms of mods. It's really cool. Yeah, this drive streak's been pretty rough. 6 months? Gonna be 7 months, yeah. I mean, next week. Yeah, it's quite funny because like the way the tank engine like wobbles down the corridors is kind of goofy. Have I seen the Mr. X DS1 video? I have not. I have not. GG's gang. GG's. Only two this week. I got stuff to do. Thanks for playing. Yeah, I gotta book some stuff. I'm gonna go for a walk, get some fresh air. Ugh. Yeah, this dry streak's been rough. I will open this YouTube video and I will save it for later. Thank you, Swede. Is Carlo leaving at the end of the season? Yeah, that's all been but confirmed. Yeah. Xabi Alonso's the new manager starting from the Club World Cup. Alright guys, so for those of you who weren't here, tomorrow I'm going to be playing a game called Duck Detective. Do some police work. Wednesday, Persona 3 Reload. We'll try and do a longish stream there. Then Friday, more Persona 3. And then maybe Dark Souls 3 at the weekend. It depends on the availability. Karik says he's available Saturday after 12. So it depends if everybody else is available. That's the plan for the week. Also try and get a video out. Yeah. Alright. I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thanks for joining. Saturday will probably work for you. You have to go at 4 or 5. Yeah, if you could just let me know, and then find out if Sweden and Jordan are good for those days, then I'll see if it works. And yeah, we'll see if we can at least get some done. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. All right, guys. Enjoy your Monday. Thanks for joining. Bye.